Hello there. Today we are at Ancient Cedars RV Park. We're right outside of Cortez, Colorado. The first thing to know about this campground is its location is really excellent. We're about 15 miles from the town of Cortez in Colorado. Now, that's not really a tourist destination. We didn't really find that there's really anything to do in Cortez itself, but it's good that it's there because there's a Walmart and restaurants, gas stations, all of the things that you need are only about 15 minutes away. But if you look right over my shoulder here, that is Mesa Verde National Park. Literally across the street from this campground is the entrance to Mesa Verde National Park. So if that's your tourist destination, this is a great location. While we were here, we drove into Durango. It took us about 45 minutes to get to Durango, and it took us about a little over an hour to get to the Four Corners. And then we did not do this, but from the Four Corners, about another hour gets you to Monument Valley. So the point is there's a lot of things right around here that make this a really good location. So as you can see, this really is overall a really big campground. It takes up a lot of space. The sites vary depending on where your site is. Down here, the sites seem to be a little bit farther apart, but there's no shade down here. There's a lot more sporadic trees. You goes on up the hill and back in there, it's very wooded. We have a very shaded site, but we're also very, very close to our neighbor. Length, the sites are great. Our 40-foot fifth wheel fits in there just fine. But side to side, there's just not much space to sit out there and have a fire or do anything, which always check. Colorado has fire bans almost all the time, now included. So it's a level site. Everything is gravel, but it's very well maintained. It's all good. We do have full hookup, and we paid, I believe it was $55 a night to stay here. For what you get, I think it's a great value for a full hookup site. When you check in, the staff is very, very friendly, very helpful, answered lots of questions. They're there most of the day, so that's really great. Now, if you are dependent on Wi-Fi, this is a campground you need to kind of be wary of a little bit. The Wi-Fi here is good in some places, very sporadic in others. In the rec area, I have great Wi-Fi. Down by the pool, not so much. At our site, it comes and goes. It'll work well for a while, and then all of a sudden we don't have anything. I've got about 2 bars on Verizon, so I'm never without signal, but I don't have a strong signal here. Here at the campground, there's actually a lot of great things to do. There's a lot of activities. The pool is very nice, very well kept, well maintained, not super warm. It gets cool here at night, so I think the pool loses its heat. But it's really nice and very, very clean. There's also the hot tub right next to it, also really great. Behind me, you can see there's a playground. There is putt-putt down there. It costs, I believe, $3 a person to play putt-putt. They have the recreation room, this little log cabin, which is actually really nice. There's movies you can rent, you can play pool, you can play foosball, there's a TV. The movies that you rent for free. Everything else costs money. I think it's like $1 to play pool. I'm not sure about the foosball, but it's probably about the same. So there's full laundry facilities, $2 per machine per cycle. We find that to be pretty standard in campgrounds, but it's very nice in there, and we did laundry this afternoon and it works great. One other activity, if your family is interested, is directly next door is horse stables, and I know that they do trail rides, so that is an easily accessible activity for your family. It's really great. One other thing is this is officially a dark sky area, so that's always a fun added benefit to be able to come out at night and see all of the stars and see the Milky Way. So overall, we've been very, very happy at this campground. Like I said, the staff has been great, the facilities are great. I have really no complaints about it. Okay, one thing to know about this campground is we are in kind of the little more wooded area. Looks like where they park a lot of the big rigs. And the pool is over my shoulder way down there. So you come up this hill, if you're like us and live in Indiana where it's flat land, at 8,000 feet elevation, that hill gets a little rough. One other thing to say about the campgrounds is the water pressure is at about 30 PSI. So it's adequate, but not great. Just make sure that nobody flushes the toilet while you're trying to do dishes. So it's just kind of mediocre as far as the water pressure goes. Other than that, we really haven't had any problems here. It's been a great campsite. We would definitely come again. I think it's really good value for what you're getting. Thanks for watching our channel. Hope to see you at the next campsite.